Hello and welcome to Solutions with Lane. If you're new here, I am a hypnotist and coach that teaches manifestation as awareness and not through effort. If you would like to book any of my breakthrough sessions, you're more than welcome to. Everything will be in the Dropbox below. I also have a thought transmission, inner conversation, meditation, or my free embodiment blueprint. So let's dive into this topic of presence, of awareness, and who we truly are as source. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of manifestation content out there where it's teaching you all you have to do is these specific techniques, persist in these techniques, and embody a new state. Then you will get your manifestation. And that is teaching you that the outside is still more important than the inside, because we wouldn't be doing these things if we knew our true power as source. We do these things when we still are believing that we are a puny human and we have to do and work really hard and persist really hard to get any type of results. That's still thinking from the point of view as a human point of view through the lens of ego and character. Ego and character love this. They feed off of this. That's why you're constantly bouncing around between different creators, teaching manifestation, teaching new techniques that worked for them, because the ego wants this. That's what the character wants. It feels needed. But the whole point of this character, the whole point that the ego is even indulging itself in this, is because it wouldn't exist if you opened up and realized who you truly are as source. The ego or the character, whichever label you want to give it, the whole point of it is to not feel chosen, is to not feel loved, is to not ever get what it wants. It's illusory. It's not the truth. So the character tries to tell you, yes, I want this thing. We have to work really hard to get this thing. We got to watch more videos. We got to try these different techniques. But deep down, the character wants to continue to exist. And it can't exist if you are actually chosen, if you are actually worthy, if you are actually loved. Because the whole point of the character is to continue to reinforce the story that you are none of those things. So that's why the character is going to keep you on this hamster wheel. You're never really going to get too far. Might stray away for a few days, feel really good for a few days, and then it yanks you back. It tosses emotions at you that are really heavy and dense. Tosses these thoughts and fears of, oh my God, what happens if it's not working? What happens if they're with somebody else? If you're manifesting a specific person, what happens if the money doesn't come? I have bills due. And you get all of these thoughts coming from the character to tell you, yeah, we were feeling really good for the past few days, but clearly something isn't working. Clearly you are doing something wrong. So we have to go back to the books. Go back to watching YouTube videos. It's because it's meant to keep you on a hamster wheel so it can survive. But again, that's not your truth. You are source. What does that truly even mean? You are the source behind it all. Source doesn't have positive or negative things happening, positive or negative thoughts, or positive or negative feelings, good days or bad days. It just is. That's who you truly are. You are the source or the awareness behind all of these things. So when you have that thought, maybe your specific person is talking to someone else because they ghosted you, that is not you. Because how could you be aware of that thought itself? You are the awareness behind the thoughts. How about an emotion, the sadness, the feeling like you're longing or missing them? You are not those feelings or those emotions. You are the awareness behind them, because how could you even be aware that this is what your body is feeling? Aware that you feel like you want to cry or that there's this underlying sadness. Those things are illusory. They're coming from the character. And just like in any other movie or show, you can cut out a character. You can give a new role because you are the source funding it all, we'll say. You are the source that gives your awareness away to these things. By identifying with these things. By saying, I have to flip this thought, but I have to embody a new state. But I have to put all of my attention and effort and focus on something else. Because I can't be thinking this, I can't be feeling this way, or I'll never get my manifestation. Still coming from the lens of it's out there. I'm waiting for it out there instead of being it now. Instead of having it now, which source is all things. Do you see the difference here? Technically, you aren't manifesting anything. Oh, my mic. Technically, you aren't manifesting a single thing. Because you are it. You already have it. The only reason why you don't see it is because you continue to identify with the character that's telling you that you don't have it, that there is no movement, that there's still more to do. But as source, you are the source of all things. So you have to start taking your attention off of what the character is trying to tell you, or attention off of the outside world, because there is no outside. It is you. The 3D is you. There is no separation. We have to clear this gap of separation. And the way that you do that is, for one, knowing that you are source, knowing that you are the awareness or the presence behind all things, and then coming back into who you truly are, not the illusory world or the illusory thoughts and emotions and characters. That is the false God. Okay? There's a lot of information to take in here. But hopefully it's starting to click for you. Think about it. You are the source of all things. The source of the sky, the clouds in the sky, the flowers that you walk by every single day, or the people that you walk by, the strangers that you don't even know their names and they don't know you. Yet you are the source of all of those things. You are the source of the walls of the house that you are living in, or the apartment that you are living in. You are the, we'll say, rug or floors under your feet. You are the source of the clothes that you are wearing right now. You see that? So now that you understand how big you are as source, how powerful, how beautiful life is as source, what we have to do is start returning to the present moment so we can start to disidentify with that character. Because you'll notice when you go into the present moment, when you focus on your breath, you focus on your surroundings. Again, those beautiful flowers that you walk by, breathing in the fragrance that they give you as source, trying to bless you with this idea or this scent of, look how beautiful life is. I created this scent specifically for you because you are my creator. Little things like that. Again, changing perspective instead of just ignoring it. Oh, it's a set of flowers. Yeah, really pretty colors though. And then go back into your thoughts. Well, SP loves me. Instead of doing that, be present in this moment in everything that you do. You'll notice in the present, you have no thoughts, or you're not attaching to the thoughts that do come up. In the present, you have no problems because they can't exist in the present. You bring those problems into the present by going into your mind. And then the character tells you, oh, there's this problem. But it's not because you're actually in the present. It's because you're in your mind. When you're actually in the present, everything's clear. Everything's neutral. You're just here. You are tapped into source. Remembering that you are always tapped into source because you are it. So you're not trying to connect with source. You're not trying to, all right, well, if I go into the present moment, then maybe I can practice this and it's kind of be like a technique. And maybe this technique will work and I'll be able to manifest. No, you're always connected to source. You just can't always feel it because you're so stuck in your mind. Stuck in the stories that the character or the ego is trying to feed you. And you continue to eat what it's feeding you. You have to starve it by taking your attention off of it. And the best way I've found is not by telling a new story. That's not the problem. It's easy to tell a new story. The problem is when we aren't telling that new story, or when we're not paying attention and observing our thoughts, we fall right back into the character and what the character thinks, believes, and feels. That's the problem. But if we spend a good portion of our day remembering that we are the awareness behind everything, the source behind everything, and we are present in everything that we do, and as soon as we fall out of being present and remember, oh wait, I'm choosing to be present, instead of getting lost in thought or lost in the illusory world of problems, you return to the present, you'll notice how much more calmer you feel, how much more at peace you feel, how much more faster everything comes into your life, all of your manifestations, because you're no longer identifying with lack. You're no longer identifying with the character. You start to snuff out the energy of that character, because that character can't exist in the present. So if you're spending your day in the present, when you're brushing your teeth, you're being present in that moment. When you're making a sandwich, you're being present in that moment. When you're walking to work or driving to work, you're being present in that moment. And whatever else it is that you do throughout the day, you're choosing to be present. Not that you have to be perfect, because you will fall out. It happens. It's a practice. It's a lifestyle. But as soon as you fall out and you're aware, oh man, I got lost in my thought, or got lost in a feeling, or that person irritated me, I got lost in a story about that, and you become aware that you were lost for a second, you instantly become found. That's when you instantly make that decision. I'm going to go back to being present. Let me bring myself back by focusing on my breath for a second, focusing on what I'm doing. And then that's it. You'll notice how everything else unfolds. Because as source of everything, source already knows your desires. So then they can start happening, because you're no longer identifying with all the reasons and excuses and feelings and stories of the character telling you why it hasn't happened. The whole purpose of that character, the whole reason why it wants to continue to stay alive, is because it's not worthy, it's not chosen. So it's going to tell you every single reason why. So then it can stay alive. Or all the reasons why you're going to stay broke. And the money's never going to come in, no matter how much you try. Or how, your body, you can never lose the weight. Or look a certain way, because the whole point of the character, the whole existence of it, are those beliefs. So you're not trying to change the character. You're stepping out of it. You're no longer playing that role that animates it, because you are the awareness behind it. So hope this video was helpful. Again, if you did want to work together and really start to hone in this ability of who you truly are as source, as awareness, then everything will be in the drop box below. But hopefully this is the last video that you even need to watch, because it clicks for you. The fact that you are the source of all of it. The only reason why you don't have anything is because, for one, you think that there's still separation between you and the outside world. You are the outside world. There is no outside world. It is all you. And the other reason is because you're identifying with the character and not the source behind it. That even allows the ability for that character. Right? Okay. So on that note, I want you guys to know and trust the fact that you got this.